Family. Are in the same family as tawny owls. So if you hear this noise around about this time of year in the wild here in the UK, you can't land on the camera. I know, it's very attractive. Come over here. There. Right, well done. So that if you do find a baby owl and it looks about this sort of age, you know that it hasn't been abandoned. We get a huge number of wild tawny owls brought in that people find and they think, oh, it's so tiny, it must be far away from its parents, it must have been abandoned or whatever. Now you guys at that end, it's nothing personal.
And so, because the major problem with kites had, for their scarcity had been persecution and then poor breeding success, because the persecution by gamekeepers and the like had largely been removed by the 70s and 80s, it was decided to start a reintroduction program because all the conditions were right for the bird. They were a bird of the country that had previously her sheer size. It certainly is the most elegant bird, a beautiful sort of reddish colouring, hence the name, red kite, but also a very attractive grey head, pale eyes, and she's just nibbling around, cleaning her feet, and hopefully we will then get another good flight. Here we go. Just stretch one's enthusiasm at times by this reluctance to get going, and once you get going, then you can really appreciate the beauty of the flight that you put in. But at the moment, it's arm ache for me. Come on. And nope.
People never really understood it until fairly recently, when there was, and has been and still is, a huge population drop of vultures in India, Pakistan and Nepal. We lost somewhere around 10 million
without wheels. And sakers are much bigger than peregrines. They come from the central plains of Asia. And so by combining the two, they're looking for speed and power. And that's sort of exactly bigger than the ladder that Jemima flew for you first off. And so from the moment she takes off, you can see that she's a much more powerful bird. She also goes off in enormous circuits because she can't turn quickly. She needs a lot of space to turn.
Bluebrook owl is, as you can see, a small owl. It's a southern hemisphere owl. It comes from Australia and New Zealand and is a member of a group of owls known as hawk owls. Suddenly things were switched on again. We're having all sorts of problems with the microphone, as you can tell. Now, this is a bluebrook owl, as I said, from Australia, a member of the hawk owl family. And you've already seen the young Ural, gone again, the young Ural owl which we had out earlier. The adult bird's call apparently sounds like bluebooks. That's the noise it makes. So in Australia, it's known gone again. But in New Zealand, they call it something completely different. They call it the moorhawk owl. Because they...
And we missed a bit as well, so we
Yes, his parents are over there and they've got three more this year. So this one's last year.
You think he's going to
It won't hurt. It's very gentle. I wouldn't do that with any of the others, but this one is very gentle.
This thing looks very snooty and very superior.
So I think we could in der Dorf, die wir gesehen haben.
I wonder if that's the baby that they used. It's got the tether on it, hasn't it? Right, it's turning around again. Oh, keep studying. Clean it. Really sharp beak. Look how sharp his beak is.